Fear is a signal, not a stop sign. And it's often your mind protecting you from old patterns, from change. The way that often shows up is through self-sabotage. Self-sabotage? Why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because sort of doing my own inner work, doing my own shadow work, I've realised, I don't know how I didn't realise it, that I am massively undercharging. And, you know, as an energetic leader, teaching energetic leadership, I need to own that. So yeah, massively undercharging. And that comes from, well, who would pay that? Who's going to, who's going to invest? Who's got that? Old stories. It comes from old stories. Also comes from it feeling like, when I've researched where my price points should be at, like what are others charging for the same kind of work? What's the value of the work I do? When I've researched that, the gap to bridge is massive. But I've got a money goal. I've got a money goal. But I'm never going to hit that money goal with those old prices. So something has to change. And obviously that feels scary. I'm owning that. It feels scary. So I suppose what my point is in this is that this is then when we have to do the shadow work. This is when we have to go in. This is when we've got to do the growth work, because that, I believe, is the missing key to manifestation, to getting your desires, to living the dream life. So the work I personally have to do is to be able to hold and embody those far more realistic prices that value what I do. And the thing is, when you do underprice, when you do undercharge, you start, it feels great when you get that sale, but then you start to resent the work because you're not being paid your worth. So a lot of it, again, will come back to worthiness, which is something I talk about a lot. So on that point, and I'll do this myself, if you want my self-worth activation, I will drop that in the link in the comments. I will drop the link in the comments below. And also, you might want to grab my Summoner Sage voice note coaching package before it goes up to the price it should be at, because I can tell you now, the transformations it'll bring is worth a heck of a lot more than the £88 a month it is currently priced at. So I'll also drop that link in the description. Obviously, if you're not already, hit like and subscribe for more insights and more of my own growth and shadow work.